chapter 29, verse 15. The rod and reproof give wisdom.
See that? Just whooping your kids ain't just a whooping for discipline. The Lord said the rod of reproof. Do what?
Says the rod and reproof give wisdom.
See, give wisdom. Because your kids start to know what's allowed and what's not allowed, what's tolerated and what's not tolerated, what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. Period. No gray area, no devilness. Just like our Hebrew language. Ain't no maybe, might be, sometimes. It's yes, no, yay, nay.
Says, but a child left to himself bringeth his mother to shame.
Right. So you man not taking care of your kids and not disciplining them, they gonna do what?
Says, but a child left to himself bringeth his mother to shame.
Right, because these men have to do this. These women can't do this. And she be walking around talking about, I don't know what happened. But guess what? It's another fold to that too. Because guess what? If you left it up to the woman, this what's going to happen with the woman. Now let me get that Ezekiel. I hate to jump. 16 and 44. Just get it out of there. See that? This is why you can't. This is why us men have to stand up and gird up our loins like a man.
It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 16.
I ain't saying you got to be with these broads. I mean, with these women that you deal with. But if you got kids with them, it's for you to teach your kid these scriptures.
Ezekiel, chapter 16.
And if not, fuck them and the kid. I gotta go.
Verse 44. Behold, every one that useth proverb shall use this proverb against thee, saying, as is the mother, so is her daughter.
See that? If the mama hoe, the daughter gonna be a hoe. If the mama using drugs, the daughter gonna use drugs. That's why it's up to these men. That's why it's up to us men. Why you think us men doing these videos? Us men outside prophesying in the gate, rebuking in the gate, reproofing in the gate, giving wisdom in the gate. You know women out there. Okay. That's Proverbs 19, 18. See? Like you see my son. If it was up to my wife, well, you'd have been outside playing at what, 7?
Yeah.
7 to 7. 7 in the morning, 7 she get off. She don't care.
Yep, actually 7 to 9 because it get dark at night.
Right. See that? He know he can be outside 2 more hours. But what I do?
Let me out of like 5.
See that?
Okay. Say Proverbs.
But what about the rest of your friends?
They all day.
Steady ringing the goddamn bus. And who do they have in their houses?
Moms, just moms.
Right. And and those who have moms and dad, who really running the house?
Mom.
Let's go.
Okay, so
Not this one.
Proverbs chapter 19,
18.
verse 18. Chasten thy son while there is hope.
See that? Chasten thou son while there is hope. Meaning before they get old, and then it's okay, man, the mom can't say nothing now, so now let me start dealing with you. No, nigga, you got to chastise his ass when he young, and your daughter too, though. Go ahead.
It says, and let not thy soul spare for his crying.
Right, or her crying. I'm going to whoop that ass. I don't give a fuck about you moaning and crying, and you mad, and I'm feeling bad. I ain't no woman. So all them crying, all them emotions, nope. I know the scriptures. This is good for you. Numbers 30 and 1. Yeah, we're going through these quick. It's a good time.
The book of Numbers, chapter 30, verse 1. And Moses spake unto the heads of the tribes concerning the children of Israel.
See that? The heads. Who the head of the house? The men.
This is the thing which the Lord hath commanded. A man vow a vow unto the Lord, for swearing oath to bind his soul with a bond, he shall not break his word. He shall do according to all that proceedeth out of his mouth.
Exactly.
A woman also vow a vow
Mm-hmm.
unto the Lord, and bind herself by a bond, being in her father's house in her youth.
Right. Being in her father's house in her youth, making a vow to the Lord. Go ahead.
And her father hear her vow,
And the father's here.
and her bond wherewith she had bound her soul, and her father shall hold his peace at her.
Yeah.
Then all her vows shall stand, and every bond wherewith she hath bound her soul
Right.
shall stand.
Only if the father admits it. Go ahead.
But if her father disallow her
Yeah.
in the day that he heareth
Right.
not any of her vows, nor of her bonds wherewith she hath bound her soul,
Okay.
shall stand.
Right. So the father have straight control even unto the Lord. Go ahead.
And if she had at all an husband,
Mm-hmm. Now she transferred from her father's house to her husband's house. Now let's see if independent woman like that's making of a slave finna come up.
and if she had at all an husband when she vowed or uttered aught out of her lips wherein she bound her soul, and her husband heard it, and he held his peace at her in the day that he heard it, then her vow shall stand, and her bonds wherewith she bound her soul shall stand. But if her husband disallowed her on the day that he heard it, then he shall make her vow which she vowed, and that which she uttered with her lips, wherewith she bound her soul, of none effect, and the Lord shall forgive her. But every vow of a widow and of her that is divorced, whereat they have bound their souls, shall stand against her.
Right. So the point of the matter is a woman is always under submission, transformed from her dad's house, father's house, to her husband's house. She's still under submission of a man her whole life. So this whole independent woman that's been pushed out from the making of a slave, that's being remodeled and refashioned and rebirthed through the phoenix, under the spirit of the phoenix, of this demonic Babylon the Great, Beyonce, you know what I'm saying? Rihanna, it's a woman's world and all this stuff.
Yep.
Who run the world, girls, and where my bitch is at and all that shit. And divas.
Yep. It says, and if she vowed in her husband's house, or bound her soul by a bond with an oath, and her husband heard it, and held his peace at her, disallowed her not, and all her vows shall stand, and every bond wherewith she bound her soul shall stand. But if her husband hath utterly made them void, the day he heard them, then whatsoever proceeded out of her lips concerning her vows, concerning the bond of her soul, shall not stand.
Right.
Her husband hath made them void, the Lord shall forgive her.
Right. Okay, we're going to leave it right there. The point is, a woman is always under submission, her whole life under a man. That's the point. Ecclesiasticus 7:24. My book got it at the top.
It's the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 7, verse 24.
25 too.
It says, hast thou daughters, I can start from verse 23 actually.
Go ahead.
It says, hast thou children, instruct them, and bow down their neck from their youth.
See that? If you have kids, instruct them like you see me doing my son. And he ain't running his ass out playing no 9-10 hours a day. You going to learn these scriptures. Bow his head down from his youth. Go ahead.
Hast thou daughters, have a care of their body, and shew not thyself cheerful toward them.
Right. Show her how to cover her body. Not wear these tight shorts, these spandex, these booty cut shorts, and so forth. And don't show no care to her when you see her with that. Oh, well, I'm just saying, okay, if that's what you going to wear, go ahead. Getting yeast infections and shit.
Marry thy daughter, and so shalt thou have performed a weighty matter.
See that? So your daughter don't supposed to bring no boyfriend talking about, oh, I like him, dad. I want you to meet him. No. I'm supposed to marry my daughter to an understanding man. Not her decide to bring, because, see, that's why you women, and you know what? You women have already did this, and y'all have failed miserably. That's why y'all call single mothers. Because it's very obvious y'all don't know how to pick a man. Because if you know how to pick a righteous man, then why are so many single mothers out here? Because y'all don't know how to pick a goddamn man, and your mother don't know how to pick no man. Because when y'all bring a man home, it's, oh, he look good. He's so tall and handsome, but he's a fucking pimp from Milwaukee, though. Go ahead.
It says, but give her to a man of understanding.
See that? A righteous man of the scriptures. That's what the father was told to give his daughters to. Not my daughter go pick on somebody.
All right, that's it.